Hey, I'm Ryan Reynolds.
Recently, I asked Mint Mobile's legal team if big wireless companies are allowed to raise prices due to inflation. They said yes. And then when I asked if raising prices technically violates those onerous two-year contracts, they said, "What the f*** are you talking about, you insane Hollywood ass?" So to recap, we're cutting the price of Mint Unlimited from $30 a month to just $15 a month.
Give it a try at mintmobile.com/switch.
$45 upfront payment equivalent to $15 per month. New customers on first 3-month plan only. Taxes and fees extra. Speed slower above 40 gigabytes. See details.
Now Taxes is 100% free when you file in the TurboTax app if you didn't file with us last year.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, just do your own taxes in the app by 2/18.
What if I have lots of forms?
All good, all 100% free.
What if I had 3 jobs?
Still 100% free.
What if I once saw Bigfoot?
That has nothing to do with taxes, so still 100% free.
Now that's what I'm talking about.
Now this is Taxes. See if you qualify in the TurboTax app. Excludes TurboTax Live, must start and file in app by 2/18.
This episode is brought to you by Indeed. When your computer breaks, you don't wait for it to magically start working again. You fix the problem. So why wait to hire the people your company desperately needs? Use Indeed's sponsored jobs to hire top talent fast. And even better, you only pay for results. There's no need to wait. Speed up your hiring with a $75 sponsored job credit at Indeed.com/podcast. Terms and conditions apply.
That's so trifling.
It was just one dude. He was on the couch. He was. But I said, you know what? You probably the only person that I know that has ever ashed on my floor so high that it's up to your knees now. Let alone.
That's crazy. Exactly. Disrespectful.
And I'm live on so much stuff. So.
Is this somewhere to plug my phone up and charge it right here?
Yep. Right behind where that curtain is right there.
Right behind here?
This one. This curtain.
Oh, here. Oh, I don't have a wall piece. Is there a wall piece in the car?
Oh, you need a.
The bathroom.
You need a booty.
Yeah. Or just something to hook this in, but it might mess with your computer.
I think I might
You
have
definitely
one.
miss a line.
Yeah, because it really might. But I think I might have one.
I never do it on my computer.
And what type of?
I gotta see.
Okay.
But it's not a fast charge. It's just a regular booty.
Okay, that's fine.
Thank you. So I won't be bothering y'all to be on my phone playing my game. I mean, like this me. You don't have to definitely bring it to me. Yeah. Nah. I spoke to you. Thank you.
You're welcome. Y'all, we back for a second time on the couch. I know you probably like, wait, I can't see myself because some of these is weird. There we go. There we go. All right. And yes, there we go. I like that better. All right, y'all. Now, before we go ahead, let me just take a moment and say thank you for coming.
Thank you for having me.
And shout out to all my couch potatoes that's tuning in. And the ones that come back. Let me see what Bigo doing, because them is my babies. Hey, Bigo, I see all 51 of y'all. Without further ado, let's get it popping. Okay. You didn't want this, right?
For the Couch Chronicles, where there ain't no fucking limits.
Every Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday from 8 Central Time. You don't never want to miss a couch. And now we live every Wednesday at 9:30 a.m. Central Time. So that's the couch every day of the week. Yeah, tune in. You don't want to miss this shit. It's the Couch Chronicles, where they know what? I know you said it.
Period. I'm going to jump into a song, and then we're going to jump into discussions in the streets. This song is off my album, Elevate. This song is called Can't Make This Shit Up. Because sometimes it might seem like we're making it up, because it seems a little outrageous. It seems like it's made up, but it's not. Period.
your head up. And you've been working every day to get your bread up. It's even lonely at the top and now you're fed up. This shit is crazy, you go through what you can't make this shit up. This shit is crazy, you go through what you can't make this shit up. No, you can't make this shit. I ain't got no reason to be making up no story. I ain't even putting extras on it. I've been passing some my ways be coming out here. So please excuse me if I tell you I need me some distance. I'm just trying to get my hair right, my energy. I done have people turn from my friends to my enemies. That shit just don't seem right. But my luck's fucked up and I can't lie. Everything that I go through, everybody can go through. Gotta keep my head up like I'm supposed to. Always telling shit that cross my heart and hope to die. This shit is crazy what I go through. I can't make this shit. No, I can't make this shit up. No, I can't make this. No, I can't make this shit up. And I know it's really hard to keep your head up. And you've been working every day to get your bread up. It's only at the top and now you fed up. And I know it's really hard to keep your head up. And you've been working every day to get your bread up. It's really only at the top and now you fed up. Let it go, let it go, let it go. No, I can't make this shit up.
And I know you shit, I'm telling you, shit be seeming crazy. It be seeming like, okay, well maybe they not telling the truth. But they are. We are. I can't make this shit up. Can you?
Absolutely not. It's life.
Yeah.
It's real.
Facts.
It's real.
Facts. And y'all, today is Discussions in the Streets, and we got Marshetta on the couch. I said your name right?
Yes.
Okay. Perfect. Now, Marshetta, can you tell everybody what brings you here? Well, before we tell everybody what brings you here, Discussions in the Street isn't meant to hurt anyone at all. It's to inform them of what's going on in our hood, because we need to know. I was just telling them earlier, back in the day, when stuff used to happen in the hood used to handle it. So when stuff happens in the hood, we need to know, because some of us have children. Some of us have nieces and nephews, cousins, women. People need to be protected, and people need to be informed of everything that's going on, not just the good shit that's happening, but everything. So that's what Discussions in the Street is meant for. So can you tell everybody what brought you here today?
Well, I went live on Facebook twice about my daughter, 10-year-old daughter, being touched by my boyfriend that I was with for 2 years. He touched her physically with his hands, not once, but 3 times.
In a sexual way or in a
sexual way?
Mm.
In a sexual way. He touched her in her private area with his hands, not once, but 3 times, in a matter of 2 weeks. I've never dealt with something like this, so the first thing I did, of course, was call 911. What do you do? And of course, I followed the steps of what they told me to do. I found out October 8th that the Oklahoma Police Department was not picking up charges because there was not enough evidence. They did not offer me a rape kit for my child, not a polygraph test for anybody. I wasn't even investigated. Where were you? When did this happen? When did you get out? I was not investigated, not even once. The predator, Tyrus Adamson, was not interviewed until about 4 weeks after this happened. My children were interviewed first. He was the last one to be interviewed. And I found out October 8th that they did not pick up charges for him. I went live on Facebook the first time about it. It got over 63,000 views. I'm not used to Facebook Live. I didn't know how to I'm thinking it just stays up there, and I guess you have to put the settings on there to change for
to
it
make
to
sure
not.
it's not.
Yes,
Yeah.
and it deleted after 30 days. So I went live again about it, just to bring awareness to it, because I'm for one, I'm gonna keep fighting for my child. She's 10 years old. She's a superhero, for one.
Yeah.
And for them to serve and protect, they're not serving and protecting these children. And I'm bringing awareness to everybody else. Like, I'm a normal person. I'm 30 years old with 5 kids. I work. You know what I'm saying? I have a business. I take care of my children. And it happened. And it's shocking. So I had to let everybody else know, because for one, he's still walking the street.
Yeah.
That's
no charges, nothing. So he's not held accountable for. Well, when I say he's blowing me up, they not held accountable for what they. And he's not the only one that's out here that's like that gets away.
I called the supervisor of the detective Taylor, and I spoke with him for over 30 minutes, and I'm just like, what do you mean there's not enough evidence? What more did we need? Nobody said that, hey, we need to get this so we can charge this man, we need to get this, we need to pull up this, we have to get him. Whatever that was not done, the most I got from that detective was no worries. Like,
what doesn't, now this is the thing is, the judicial system, the police department, they want us to put our faith in them as a people, How can we when they do things like this? This is a 10-year-old girl that was touched. And it doesn't even matter if she was penetrated or not. Being touched by an adult male inappropriately, charges need to be filed off the rip. Period.
She's not 1, she's not 2, she's 10.
And she remembers.
She remembers. We filed a VPO, and you have to type or write in a statement as to why you're filing this VPO. And the one night that my baby put in that VPO was on my 30th birthday night. That's the one night it traumatized her. That was, she said that was the longest he did it with his hands. And she put it in that VPO, what he did, verbatim. The same story that was told the day that she was interviewed by the Oklahoma Police Department, Detective Taylor. And since the live has come out, it's been so many lies that's been said about me. I've never heard anything about myself.
What are some of the lies?
One, I fabricated. I told my daughter to say this.
They said so proud of you for speaking out on doing what's right for your daughter. We have to be the voice for our children. He can be doing this to more kids. This is not acceptable.
It's not acceptable.
Thank you so much.
And he's only exactly 27 years old. He looks like a normal person. You wouldn't get that from him. He never gave that. He was never just
So you never seen the signs, because you said you was with him for 2 years.
I was with him for 2 years. I never left him with my children. He has nieces. They would sometimes cry when we left because they wanted to come with us. Like, he never gave that. He never gave that. He was never left with my children, though. I never left him with my children. We went everywhere together. Went on trips together, to the grocery store together. We went to the corner store together. I never just left him with my children. He never gave that.
Right.
We even watched his nieces one time, and I really think it was around that time that he changed her diaper. I asked him to change it because I had all the kids. I had my 5 kids plus his 3 nieces. So I had all these kids, and I'm getting ready to cook and stuff like that for the kids. And I asked him to change it. It's a wet diaper. I'm just, you don't have to wipe her. Like, I just don't think you need to wipe her. She's a newborn. Just change the diaper. Just flip it real quick. She only wet. Just, you know. And I'm thinking, you know, just normal. I really think that's what triggered it, because right after I got her kids and we watched them that day or two, it happened after that.
What do you mean triggered it?
Whatever sick thing he had going on for little kids, because for you to do that, that's how he did it and how comfortable that my baby described it, man, that he did it. For once, my baby, I can't fabricate and tell a 10-year-old what to say about a man that I'm with for 2 years, and it wasn't even brought to me. It was brought to my best friend of over 13 years.
How did that make you feel, that part?
In a sense, I understood where she was coming from, because one, I was never away from him for her to be able to even tell me. So my best friend, they call her Nanny Ain't. She's like another mom. I call her baby mom. She's like another mom to my kids. That's why I call her that. And they call her Nanny Ain't. She's another aunt to them. So she has been around since before I had kids. She was around them as they're growing up. Right. And she was close. They're close with her. They'll go over there and stay. She does their hair. Like, I mean, an amazing person. She doesn't even have kids herself, but those are her kids. So she was able and strong enough to go tell the closest person that she knew. So I was grateful for that. I was like, at least my baby have somebody close to her that she's comfortable to go tell. And I don't think it made me feel no type of way like that. I just thank God she came and told me, like, we're close. Like, we're like hand in hand.
Right.
Like,
now, Bestie, how did it make you feel getting the news?
I really was shocked because, you know, I don't really be in who she's with face like that. That's none of my business. So I wasn't really around him like that, you know, but it was like shocking to me because I'm like, she was really with him, you know, they made it, you know, through some stuff, and if you can make it through that, you good to me, you know. So I felt like I'm finna break her heart, you know, and then I'm shocked because that's my baby, so it hurt me, I'm not gonna lie.
I've never seen her cry. She's like, she's so strong. We're so goofy. I've never seen her cry. Unless it was like something like traumatic. She was like completely hurt. And that was rare. That was very rare.
So the day that she brought it to you, what was that day like?
It was the end of the day. I just got done cooking. And she had texted me at 4:30 that day. She was like, I think it's too. She was like, it's something we need to talk about. I think we need to talk about it face to face. We need to talk about something face to face. And she said this at 4. I didn't look at my phone till 11 o'clock that night. When I was, of course, when you're around your person, my dad has my kids. Like, if they need me, they'll get to me. I don't have my phone, so my kids have my phone. So I didn't see my phone till 11 o'clock that night, and I called her. She's crying. I'm like, what is wrong with you? Like, are you okay? Like, she was like, it's about, like, she said his name. She was like, Tyrus. She was like, she just started choking and just got crying. I'm like, what? I was like, you had sex with him or something? Like, she was like, girl, she was like, no, it's something that we need to talk about. She was like, if you don't have the reaction that I need you to have, we getting outside and we fighting about it. That's exactly what she said. Wow. And I was like, what? I was like, I haven't talked to one of your dudes. I ain't took no money from you.
Right, because you still not knowing what's going on.
And I'm mad because she like dudes. I'm like, fuck a dude. You know? Like, this ain't about no dude.
Like, I'm so confused. I'm like, what? okay. I'm like, put my shoes on at this time. I'm like, okay, I'm
Like, you
gonna
don't
go.
care what
Like,
time it is.
yeah, I'm on my way. You crying? I'm like, I go downstairs. He's downstairs with my kids. I had just got done cooking. They just ate. Like, we smoke. He's rolling up. I'm like, I don't know what's going on. I put my shoes on. I'm like, I don't know what's going on. My baby mom's crying. She need me right now, and I'm gonna go right there and see what's going on. Like I said, she needs to talk to me, and I'm gonna go. So she lives 5 minutes away, and I went around there, and I went up there, and she crying. She can't say me. She can't talk. I'm like, what's wrong? So she still can't get it out. Her sister came in. She still can't get it out. She was like, tell her, just tell her. I'm like, why you can't? She was like, man, your boyfriend is touching your daughter. And I'm like, you numb. You shocked. You like, wait, what? And I just get up. I'm like, wait, I get up. I'm like, what do you mean? She was like, he touched your daughter. He touched your daughter. I instantly, they like, wait, hold on. We need to wait for the police to get here. We need to wait on us. I'm like, no, he's there with my daughter.
Right.
I gotta go. My kids are there. All my kids are there. I zoom back to their house. And I call my kids. They like, no, you wait. My baby mama, she get in the car with her sisters, and they follow me. I'm gone by the time they even get to the car.
Right.
I'm out of there. They couldn't find me. They went a whole different way. I got there way before they did. So as I'm gone, I'm zooming. I call my kids. I said, get your shoes on. When I pull up, I need y'all to come outside. She's like, okay. As I get off the phone, I pull up. They come running outside. And I'm like, what's going on? What happened? I said, don't you ever be scared to tell me nothing. I said, has anybody touched you? Has Tyrus touched you? My oldest is sitting in the front. She's 12. And my 10-year-old, my baby, she's sitting in the back. She had just turned 10. August 4th. I had found this out September 3rd going into September 4th at 12 o'clock in the morning. At 11 o'clock at night, I'm finding this out. So, my oldest baby in the front, she said, yeah. Mumu told me that Tyrus touched her when you was doing, she said Tyrus touched her, I forgot what she said. Tyrus touched her when, it just went over my head when she said, yeah, Tyrus touched her. It just, when you was, I said, Mumu, I said, he touched you? She said, yeah. I said, when did he touch you? I said, what happened? She said, he touched me when you was at, no, she said the first thing she said, she touched me when you was doing lashes. I ran in there. I didn't even get no other questions, no other answers. I said, let's go. Got my babies out that car, we ran in there. I ran in the house. I said, so you a pedophile? I unplugged the TV out the wall. I said, so you a pedophile? I looked at my baby. She's still right there in the corner. He's sitting right there on the couch. And I said, tell me right now. I said, did he touch you? I said, I would kill your own daddy if he ever touched you. I said, did he touch you? I'm yelling. And she said, yeah, he touched me. She said, yeah, he did. And I said, get your motherfucking shit and get the fuck out of my house. The police is on the fucking way. Police on the way. By the time I told him to get his stuff, he's already coming downstairs with it within seconds. He already had this big bag packed.
Damn, like he already knew.
I'm going to get to it. Because when my baby said he was doing while I was on my way there. So, his car had been sitting outside. His car has not moved since a month, 2. It haven't been moving because it had just went out. We had always drove his car. I didn't drive mine. So we had been driving mine since his went out. His couldn't go no more than 25 miles per hour. It was out of there. This day when I told this man to get out my house, He had his bag packed, walked out my door. It was like a quick, you said I did that to you? She said, yeah, you did. You walked out the door. He said, no, I didn't. You walked and just walked out the door. Drove off in that car that has not been moving in 22 months, going 25 miles an hour. And he was gone. He was out of there. I have not heard from him, seen him. He has not said, why is your daughter lying on me? How are you serious? Like that, never, like nothing has been said, not a peep. When I first went live, he changed his name while I was on live. He changed his picture up and tried to change a whole bunch of pictures while I was on live. Till eventually he deleted his Facebook.
And the judicial system ain't doing nothing about it.
They say something, they do something when it's too late. How these kids walk around and they sharing that photo with the angel wings on that little girl because that man touched her, had a kid by her and killed her. That's when it matters, when it's too late.
Yeah, when it's too late. When it's too late, that's why I always tell you guys it's so important to be the voice. Because if when you shut up, guess what? They gonna think that it's okay. They gonna be like, oh, okay, well, she ain't making no big deal about it no more. Let him go. Drop his charges. We ain't really got nothing on him anyway. But yet, they actually worried about the wrong shit. Instead of worrying about the shit that actually does fucking matter. Like a pedophile being on the motherfucking streets. It says
27 years old.
And that's wild. It says, thank God for you and your daughter's relationship. She's comfortable telling you. Yeah.
Yes. I'm really close with my kids. I got a lot of them, and it's been me. Like, I was with their dads and stuff at a point in time, but it's really just been me and my kids. And I don't really like whooping my kids. So I'm a yeller. I'm a aggressor. Mm-hmm. So I'm really blunt with my kids. I keep it real with my kids. Mm-hmm. I'm not sugarcoating anything with my kids. Mm-hmm. I talk to them like, hey, this is the real world. This is life. Right. And we have a very, very close bond. They tell me everything. They come vent. They come chat like we're just friends. Like, I'm like, okay, that's cool. Mm-hmm. My 10-year-old now, she sleeps with me. Mm-hmm. She don't. They usually like when they're around, like they'll come home from school, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, they was always come to me. They come hop in my bed, like hop on the edge of the bed, tell me about their day at school. I'll have a kid right here leaning over here, kid leaning at the foot, kid standing at the door. They all just tell me about their day at school. Like, I just had a really close bond with my kids, and I tell them real life. I don't sugarcoat nothing because they've been through enough. Yeah. And just that's me even being just a single mom. They've been through enough even just being a single mom. And not only that, it was December 6th, she lost her dad. And all three of I have three by that one man. And that was the majority of my kids. Like, she's 10 and she's already been through so much within a amount of
that short span.
In that short span, and
right now, how is this affecting her? Can y'all tell the difference?
I hate it. You can definitely tell.
I got it. He introduced my baby to something that she shouldn't have experienced at 10 years old. And just looking it up and just also hearing from other ladies and their stories, and it changes them. So he made my parenting even more harder than what it already is, because it was smooth sailing, but now I have to deal with I'm starting a little attitude, and 10 years old, and I'm looking on Google and listening to people, and they have attitudes, or they end up sexual, or they end up.
Yeah.
Come on, man, come on, man.
Took her innocence.
Come on, man. And now I gotta be even more real with her, but also close with her too, and let her know. I let her know every day, all the time. You're a superhero. Do you know how many kids around this world that has been in that situation and has not said anything? Even when they stopped and they've grown up, they still didn't say anything. They was grown. They just didn't say. 15 years later, they said something. It's kids right now that's going through that, and they're scared to say something. And you're a superhero because it's kids out here that wish they were strong enough to come say what happened to them.
Yeah.
So now it's like I'm normal. Like, it happened to me. So now it's like when stuff happened like that, it's sensitive to me. Like, I can point out a predator in a minute. I can point out a hurt kid in a minute. I can, like, you'll see the videos and the reels and stuff coming up like that. And, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes you'll see these video kids acting up. You can tell, like, what's really going on?
Yeah.
It'll go over somebody else's head.
This situation has opened both of y'all eyes up more, you know, because like she said, you guys was always laughing. She never really seen you cry. How many times have you cried since it happened?
It just hurt me because Mama, she was under me during this period of time, you know.
So you
and like I was seeing this stuff, but I wasn't.
Like you didn't, like she wanted to come over your house more.
But everybody was there with summertime. Everybody was at my house in the summer. All the kids was there swimming. So it was. I'm like, she want to go swimming. I don't care. Stay.
Yeah.
But she would come right back and stay for a long period of time. But I'm like, it's summertime. You know, have at it.
We're thinking it's just.
But she didn't want to go swimming the second time she came. So I'm like, you know, okay.
She got to starting to not wanting to
do anything,
come around, and like, and this was all within. This was like within August, like the first
around her birthday.
Yeah, around this all happening, it just changed out of nowhere. He did this just out of nowhere.
So she was 9 and 10. She was 9.
I'm downstairs cooking. I got kids. I'm cooking. My baby said they in the shower. Like, I'm like, you know, go take showers, get ready for school. Like, I'm cooking. My baby, both of them, my 12-year-old and my 10-year-old, said he pulled the curtain back on them while they in the shower.
Yeah.
Both of them said he did that. And my oldest said she was in there just playing with her stuff. Like, she, like my oldest, like my kids. My kids are kids.
Right.
Like, she's just in there, like, she's in the shower, like, she's watching, playing, like, she's 13. Like, she literally just turned 13 at the time she was 12. Like, she's a really good drawer. She loves anime. Like, she's not one of them kind of, she stays in her room. She just wants to draw on her iPad. Like,
she's a kid.
She's a kid.
Right.
My kids are kids.
Right.
My kids aren't fast kids. They're not advanced kids.
Right. They're not like out trying to have sex and smoke and drink and.
No, the hands on the knees. No, they don't do. Never did anything like that. I don't play that. I don't even want them hanging around them type of kids. And they're kids. She's just playing in the shower. Me playing with stuff. She said he just came in and pushed the curtain back on her and just looked at her for a few seconds. And then he pulled it back. She was like, oh. She was like, oh, my bad, is what she said he did. And the one that he touched, my 10-year-old, she said she came in there and he pulled it from the front. My oldest said he pulled it from the back when she did it. my youngest, my 10-year-old that he touched, she said he pulled it from the front. And she was sitting there washing. I think he handed her a face towel to wash. And she was like, thank you. And she was like, he sat there and opened it. And she was like, she was just wetting her washcloth. He ran and put soap and stuff on it. He just sat there and watched it for a few seconds. And then shut it.
And it was somebody that you was with for 2 years.
2 years. I slept with that person. I was having sex with that person. I cooked for that person.
You probably was in love with that
I
person.
was in love with that person.
That's why I said.
I didn't catch him cheating. We didn't. No, you didn't. No, you didn't. You would have never, ever gotten anything like that. He never tried to just stay home with my kids extra, or oh no, that guy can keep, or like he never did that. Like we literally went everywhere together. We came back home together. At a point in time, like my kids was running up and hugging both of us when we came through the door at a point in time. I love y'all. We love you too. We leave every time I leave my house. Both of us, me and him. Love y'all. Lock the door. We'll be right back. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was never. You never got that.
Right.
You never.
Right.
No. He even had nieces and. No. You never. He never just. No. You didn't get that. You didn't get that. I promise you, you didn't get that. You didn't. No. And it was. Like, boom, boom. It hit me like. Boom. I'm grieving it. Plus, I'm starting to like. Then it's turning to anger, and then boom, this happened with her dad, like, and it's like, how do I can't even, now I gotta process, my parents have been together 33 years.
Right.
I've never, like I said, it'll be a blind eye to somebody else, like, they've never experienced, they don't, you wouldn't, like, it's been me, like, I walk around with, like, my shirt and my underwear and something, like, it's me and my kids. I got 4 girls, 1 boy. They'll go to sleep in their underwear and shirt. We're comfortable at home. They don't walk around like that, but they go to sleep like that. They're comfortable. I sleep like that. I'm comfortable.
Right.
Like, it's always just been us, and then this man just come in here and just invade my baby's privacy like that. Like,
did you at one point feel responsible, or did you place blame on yourself at any point?
Yes, I did. Because it's something called an intuition, and I might tell a joke, but I've never told a lie. I was telling my baby mama, I was like, right before this happened, I was telling her, I need to listen to my intuition. I need to leave because I'm not emotionally satisfied. If I don't do it and leave, God is going to end it very, very badly if I don't listen. And that's just because of my previous experiences with my kids. I can't say my exes. I got kids with my kids' dad. They didn't do this. They were like serial cheaters. And at the end, it was like I let it go so far. I didn't listen to my intuition. It ended very badly with the cheating. Like, you know what I'm saying? My 2 biggest fears happened in those relationships. So I told her, I was like, if I don't listen to my intuition and leave right now because I'm not emotionally satisfied, I'm like, money got lower. So I'm the type of person, I don't care what happens. I'm going to go get some money. Like, I'm going to go to work. I'm going to go hustle. I have to get it. So I went and worked at a warehouse real quick. It was easy. But they was hiring. I'm like, come on, you can come too. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, come on, like, we can both go together with you. I told her, I was like, he said he ain't working in no warehouse. Like, we both looked at each other like.
Like, so what you trying to say?
You're bad. Run away. Me personally, I would have to.
That was a sign.
I'm like, you're not helping me with nothing. I've been being
And you know what? Men like that, they not satisfied with themselves.
The person he was with before me is 10 years older than him. She provided, like, she bought, like, she took her. It was like another mother.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not taking care of a man. Like, you gotta come with it, what I'm coming with.
Mm-hmm.
I come with my own table made. I'm gonna need you to come with yours made as well.
Mm-hmm.
Because I can handle mine with these kids on my shoulders.
Right.
I'm not taking care of you.
Mm-hmm.
I'm taking you on trips out the country, taking you on your first flight that you've never taken.
Mm-hmm.
I could have did that with my children. Like, I'm not taking care, this ain't that. I need somebody that's going to match me, match my hustle. I got a vision. I got somewhere to be, and you're not going to hold me back.
Mm-hmm.
And I kept telling her, I'm like, I'm not emotionally satisfied. I'm paying for everything by myself.
Mm-hmm.
I'm doing birthdays. I haven't gotten me in, like, I'm paying the rent, doing it by myself since we moved in, a year ago. Like, I told her, I was like, and we started laughing when I told her, he said that he would work in where I meet me. She was like, he said, what? Like, we're thinking, like, we're feeling like, yeah, no. Right there, I told her, I was like, I'm not emotionally satisfied. I'm taking care of everything. I was like, I kept telling her, I was like, if I don't listen to my intuition and I don't lead right now, God is going to end it, and he's going to end it very badly. But me, my past experiences, I'm thinking,
it's going to be cheating.
I mean, I would rather find out you're gay than find out something like this.
Yeah.
And I thank God it could, like I said, I have 5 kids. I get pregnant very fast. Like, with my kids' dads, I got pregnant so fast within like 60 days, 30, 60 days. And I did not have a scare with that man for 2 years that I was with him.
Reason. That woman was on hold.
I think the man...
On froze. Shit. Ice age. The fuck?
I love that for you.
I love that.
Shit.
I think it could have been way worse. Like, I could have had your kid. I mean, going into labor next day and you did this. You could have did this while I'm at the hospital and I just had your kids and you going home to check on, make sure they're good and you're... That would have been some crazy...
And that's the reason why a lot of women want to still be able to have abortions and
I wouldn't do that. I would have got her some more smortion so fast.
Immediately.
If it was too late, I am screwed. What would I do?
Exactly.
No. That's it's traumatizing. Like that Tyler Perry movie, when that man took her kids to go get ice cream, and she jumped up. You never take my children. That is how I am now. I don't even want to look a man's way right now. I don't want to talk to one. I mean, you might get a couple little conversation out of me, baby, but I promise you I might stop answering tomorrow. You're not going to get very far. I don't want to see you. I don't want to, you're not coming around
my kids.
I don't want to bring you around my kids. I'm not a relationship, and that's not even on my mental right now. Now I have to think about, wow, one day when that do happen, I have to make sure my children are comfortable. That's so far down my agenda right now. I'm good.
Yeah.
I want to be by myself. I don't even want to friend. No, I don't want to hang with you. But I'll probably go out. You know, I haven't been out though.
How has business been since finding this information out? Because I know you said that she said it happened when you was doing lashes. Does it make you kind of want to fall back a little bit, or kind of maybe bring business to the house more, or?
It's made me want to fall back and heal. I find, like, you ever been depressed but you don't realize that you was in depression until you got out of it?
Mm-hmm.
The other time, the last time I was with my kid, with my one kid's dad, I left, you know, it ended bad. I was grieving really bad. And I was really depressed. I didn't want to get up, cook, clean. I was literally just wanting to, like, stay in my bed all day. And this time, when this happened with him, I was like, I know it's gonna, like, she was texting me, like, go get your clothes and hurry up and come back down, because you're gonna start grieving, like, you know what I'm saying? I knew I had to keep going. I couldn't stop, like, being a mom.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, I gotta keep cooking. I'm like, let me just keep going. I'm not gonna get depressed. I'm not gonna get depressed. I'm gonna keep pushing. I'm just gonna keep pushing, driving, crying, like, just like, wipe it, just let it go, like, because at one point in time I was in love with this person, and then it's like, what did you do? Like, what is wrong with you? Like, when did
like, how did it end up this way?
I'd rather found out it was 3 women pregnant at I mean, I would rather found out anything, but not my 10-year-old baby.
Yeah.
Let me find something else out. And then this situation with her dad. This happened, I found this out September 4th, September 3rd. And December 6th, this happened. It was like a boom, boom. And I feel like I'm grieving it more than them at times, because, like, sometimes I need, like, I will call him, he always got his kids. And I call him, I need him, like, hey, I'm overwhelmed, like, I need you to get 1, 2 of them. Like, he'll always get his kids, kept them for no matter how long, he didn't care. He'll get all 3 of them. If one want to come home, he'll, like, one want to come home, and the other ones will stay. Like, he just didn't care. He was that kind of dad, like. Dealing with that, it's like I felt it more because, like, I got my dad, and it's like, dang, these little kids, like, my babies, like, what? I gotta be that. Like, I'm like, Lord, you thought I was just made of steel, I guess. Let me just keep. I think I did fall into a depression. I didn't want to do nothing really. I didn't want to do lashes, because I know I'll sit there and because I get in my zone, and I got my music playing and the song get to playing, and I know I'm probably be crying over all of this, ladies. I'm not just into it, like, it's a passion for me. Like, when I get to doing a set and I see it's coming out and I'm almost done, I'm like, okay, I love it. I love what I'm doing. Let's get this content. Then I know I'm not. I'm like, okay, it's cool. The whole time I'm just got done crying, and you know, sitting there thinking about my kid's dad, or sitting there just thinking about, like, what just happened in my life, like, this just happened to me, like, it's like this just happened to me type of, like, you're in a shock, like, this just happened, like, that was my card I was dealt. That was my card, like, how, that, you, no. And it's like, it was a man I was with for 2 years, and it happened out of nowhere. It's like, dang, that my kids could have been at church, and it was the youth teacher, like, they could have been playing sports, and the coach.
Been the coach, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's like, I couldn't process. It's back-to-backs. It was back-to-backs. And it's like, ugh. And then boom, it's Christmas right after.
Yeah.
And I'm just choking. I'm just, dang. Yeah. Like, I gotta do this, and I gotta, like, when I needed their dad the most, like, like, even if I needed a little time to myself, they at least could have, you know.
Yeah. Because you do need time for yourself. to get your mental right. It might not have happened to you, but it happened not under your watch, but somebody that you brought around them. And it's probably have so many different feelings going through you, some that you probably can't even mention. And it's like, you need that moment to get your energy back right and recharge.
And recharge is like you keep going and you keep going and you keep going and you keep going and just... you get overwhelmed and it's like, it starts turning to anger and it's like, one person say one wrong word.
Then I'm a snap.
I'm a snap.
And that's how we end up having people in prison. That's how the prisons end up overfilled. You know, people that you would have never imagined snap. And situations like this happen.
Absolutely. And I told the detective, I was like, well, I'm taking this into my own hands. Like, y'all didn't, you know what I'm saying? I'm talking about bringing awareness, and the first thing he says, well, don't do anything that's going to get you taken away from your kids.
What?
That wasn't enough to get him taken away. That's why it's a lot of crimes in the streets.
Yeah.
Now, if I wouldn't have came to y'all and said anything, and this man just came up out of nowhere, just flatlined, they would have never done.
Mm-hmm. What steps are you taking now to help your daughter and yourself?
Well, she's in counseling. We're in counseling. I got them in new schools or in a new area and stuff like that. Because my kids were going to school with his sister's daughter. And I just, for their safety, I got them out of there.
Yeah.
Cause I don't know, you know what I'm saying? I don't trust it. Like, I'm not doing that. So, constantly reminding myself, keep talking to her, keep telling her, like, you're a superhero. Keep telling her, like, keep her busy. I am working on putting her into extracurricular activities. She likes to dance and stuff like that. So I'm thinking about putting her like in a dance class and stuff like that, just to keep her mind going and let her just stay a child for as long as she can, because she was introduced to something way too soon. I've never been around anything like that. I was a kid all the way up until, for like, you know what I'm saying? And I thank God she did say something.
He said you are a strong woman. God loves you and he got your back, girl.
Thank you.
And they said it's not your fault. You can't blame yourself. He's sick and he needs to be locked up.
He's sick and he needs to be locked up. And that, he just got away with doing all of that. You'll be back around. You'll be back around doing those types of things.
Yeah.
Because that's a fetish for a kid.
And someone's going to end up killing him. He's going to end up, oh man, I just pray that he don't do it with anyone else's child. I pray that.
It's tough. It's tough. And I had to say something because
he's walking around.
I had to say something because he's handsome. I can't say nothing. He's handsome. I mean, you'll look at him, you'll just be like, oh yeah, let me, okay.
You're not even gonna think.
You would never think something like that. I mean, keep yourself well put together, like, no. You would not.
If you guys, on my couch potatoes, if you would like to see a picture of him, I'm not gonna post it, but I will send it to your inbox. If you want to send anything, right?
Absolutely. Like, absolutely.
Yeah, we need to know what he looked like, which I ain't finna be hitting on no niggas anyway. But I know people that do, and I know people that's on the Facebook dating app, and you never know, he might be on there.
Absolutely. And the lies that they're going around saying.
What are some of the lies, though?
That this has happened before, and their dad, that is the one that actually passed away, they said that he has touched them before.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Who said that?
Their family. His sister, moms, him. They're saying all this.
But not somebody in your family or their family, your kid's family.
Never.
The kids
Just some random people that don't even know. Oh, wow.
I've never, the 30 years of my life, I've been around her. I've never heard. I've never heard anything about myself with. I don't cheat. I don't neglect my kids. I'm a Virgo.
Oh, okay.
I don't. You can't pull that card on me. You can't pull that card on me.
Okay.
You can't pull that. You can't. No. You. No. You can't. You can't pull that card on me. I take care of my children. He loves his children. They're going around. It's crazy because she was on the phone with my aunt one time. She had called my aunt and was telling all this to my aunt as well. And I also have pictures as well about her going around saying him and her. And I don't know if it was text message. They got some text messages going around saying that I was asking him to come back. They was like, those allegations that about him is not true. I know his mom, and it's just the asking him to come back after that happened. She was like, no, those allegations aren't right. And I'm like, I've never asked this man to come. And she said they got text messages of it saying something. I don't know what they say exactly, but they said it's some. But I'm like, is my number in there? Is the time in there that this happened?
Right.
Like, I got his phone number. I got the time and the date that he last texted my phone, which was when I was around at her house. And he texted my phone and said, "Is everything okay? Y'all good?" He was like, "Are you good?"
And I stayed.
What's going on?
That, so how was you coming back?
Exactly.
Wait a minute. So you never told us about the bag being packed already.
While I was gone.
Yeah, I need to know.
And I was on my way. While I was gone and on my way.
Because he texted asking, is everything all right? Because he already knew something. He sensed it.
He knew something was wrong. He actually heard, I was on FaceTime. And I was like, what about Tyler? I was like, what? Like, you messed with him? Like, I mean, what is it? Like, I was saying his name, like, but she just wouldn't tell me what was wrong. So I ran out. I was like, something wrong with my baby mama, I gotta go. So my daughter said when they got off the phone with me that she was running to go upstairs and get her shoes. And as she was going upstairs, my 10-year-old, he said he grabbed her wrist like she was walking in. He came from this one, he grabbed her wrist, he stopped her and was like, "You told your mom?" And she was like, "Yeah, I did." And she ran upstairs and finished getting her shoes. And she said after he did that, he went upstairs and he was in there for like a couple minutes. And then he came back downstairs. He was putting all his stuff in the bag while I was gone. He left a whole nice hat that he wore all the time. He left a whole pair of boots, cowboy boots. He left his iron. He left some jeans, like stuff he would normally get if he was late. Like if we were arguing and he left or something like that, he would grab all of his stuff. He wouldn't leave anything. That's how fast he grabbed his stuff. She said he was up there not that long for just a couple minutes, a minute or two.
Because he didn't know how long he was going to be gone.
Well, I don't
he thought you probably was about to come back shooting.
He didn't know what was going on, and he keep a gun on him. Like anything could have happened right there in that moment. He could have shot us because my baby just told her, told her and me what happened. Like anything could have happened in that moment. While I was even gone, he grabbed my baby's hand.
Yeah.
Like.
I'm glad you got there so quick.
I mean, I got there within minutes. I'm like, he's there. I gotta go. Like,
my house is like boom, boom.
It's like quick. It's like, I mean, I got there probably in 3 minutes. They got there within probably like 6-7 minutes.
Yeah.
But that's how quick he got out that house. He was gone.
Right.
He was gone. And after we went to court for the VPO and stuff like that, his mom and his sister filed a VPO on me. They didn't want me to go live anymore. They wanted me to delete my live about them, and they don't want me to say anything else.
Because a while.
Sweeping
it under the rug. Sweeping it
and
under.
not not only
sweeping it under the rug. That must be them. That's the first time that happened. Sweeping things under the rug, though, is what a lot of black families do, and then we'll see something happen like this in the white community. We'll be like, oh, yeah, see, we would never, you would never put it out in the open because you're sweeping it under the rug.
Not only that, after that live, they got over 63,000 views. I think it was almost 600 shares on that one. It had come out of victims of his father, of women that was touched by his father at 12 years old.
So it's a habitual thing.
It had come out, if anybody...
Y'all, it's the Couch Chronicles where it ain't no fucking limits. I see what's going on. I see what's going on. That's wild.
That's how important.
That is so wild.
Would they let them? Y'all not doing anything.
Because that's wild. It just told us first and then it...
I got chills. They doing some stuff. Some stuff.
Everywhere, look.
She does it. It is completely missing.
That's wild.
I got chills over my entire body.
That is crazy.
I got chills.
What is it doing?
My whole body is bumpy. I got chills. Look.
What is it doing?
Baby mama, look, my hair is standing up on my arm.
Sis, when I say every live.
She's doing something. I told you she does that shit. She does that shit. She's saying I put voodoo on. That's what she does.
Exactly.
That's what she does.
Look at that. Wow.
They probably on there reporting the shit out of it.
This is wild.
They're probably all reporting it.
Look, your live stream ended. This is on every streaming platform.
What?
Okay, Big O. I see Big O still up. Spotify, Apple, and Pandora is, and YouTube. That was wild. That was wild.
Y'all tried it.
Oh my goodness.
That was wild. Almost every other platform is gone except for these two. And these ones. Y'all, we gonna go ahead and end it. Discussions in the streets, I told y'all it'd be pissing people off. Y'all, it's the Couch Chronicles where it ain't no fucking limits. I will see you guys tomorrow on the couch. Wow. Wow. Okay. Before we go on, I'm gonna let a couple people come in for a second because I started the live back and I started Apple and Spotify and Pandora again. I'm blown away. I'm blown away. And I see we got at least one person in. One, we was just live, and right when we was getting back into the juice, it seemed like somebody didn't like it. Either Meta, I don't know. Now, one, I said that he's a habitual. It's in the family. When things are swept under the rugs, when generational curses can be just like that. It can be passed down just like that. Now you were saying that his father,
it was women that had come out and said that one of them said that he was touching on her at a friend's house when she was 12 years old, and then one time he snuck through the window and put a gun to her head and raped her. Another one came out and said when she was 12, she know his mom. Both of them said they know his his mom.
Mm-hmm.
Both of them said that. And both of them said that his dad came in and raped him at 12 years old. Both of them. And it was another one that said, that she was touched and she was crying in the voice thing like that, that she sent me in the message, and she said that Tyrus attempted to come in there and touch her, and she told his dad, and his dad was like, if you're not trying to give my son none, then you're going to have to get out or something. Like, yeah, I still got the voice recorder. And I had posted these screenshots of all of these on my Facebook, and he had called me and told me to ask me if I could take him down. He was like, the only one he mentioned out of all of them was the one with the voice recording. He was like, that girl was my hoe. He said he was a pimp. He said that was his hoe, and I was like, okay, that's fine. He was like, okay. He's like, I can get on live and I can say what I've done and I haven't done. I was like, okay, that's fine. I was like, okay, I'll take it down. I took it down. But I was like, as I took it down, I was like, wait, you didn't mention anything about the other two that actually said that you did this to them when they was 12 years old. You didn't mention that one. So when I went live again this last time, I mentioned it again. And I read it verbatim on the live, what these women said to them. I was like, because obviously it started with you, is what I told him.
Yeah.
It had to start with you.
And that's why him and mom aren't holding their son accountable.
Mm-hmm.
This is the family thing.
Absolutely. And I mean, hey, if it's shocking to you, I mean, by golly, I was laying with him for 2 years. I mean, I'm sure it may, but it happened. I had to snap into reality. It really hit me the next day. The next morning when I woke up, I was immediately crying. Like what? Just like my whole life just did a whole 180.
Yeah.
And I had to deal with that. And it was scary because I brought my kids around the family twice. Yeah. Thank God it was only twice out of the whole time and it was a big event. Like, you know, it was, everybody was there. It was just, and I kept a close eye on them. A very, very close eye on them. And I just thank God that my baby came and told before it got worse. Because the extent of it was going from August 19th. It happened again August 30th. And then it happened again September 1st. September 1st was the last time it happened. So it happened within like a week apart. He did it within a week of kept within a 2 week time span, but then, you know, days. It was days or the longest was a week apart. But the last time it was within a couple days. And the last time he touched her, she said it hurt, and he said, do you want me to lick it? And it was like mind-blowing. Like, yes, you're like, wait, what? Like, shocked, right? I mean, shocked the shit out of you. Imagine living it. Yeah. Imagine living it. Like, the lies that they just pulling out of, like, I will leave. Men is not an issue to get there. I will leave you. I had kids with these men. I left them. I didn't never lie on them, say, like, they never heard anything about me. They never said anything that I did to them. Like, nothing is ever, until now, when I come around this family. This about you, like, wait, what? That's not even making sense. And this is coming out when this happened with your son.
Where was that energy before?
Mm-hmm. Where was that energy before? She was calling my aunt. She was like, this isn't the first time. They tried this before. It was crazy. I didn't even get to mention this. I forgot I didn't even mention this online. She was like, they tried to do this before when they tried to question him when a girl went missing. A little girl went missing. And either she was the last one that was seen talking to him, or she was the last one that he talked to or something like that. He was either seen or talked to, something like that. And the little girl went missing. It was like a couple people that they interviewed, and he was one of them. And I was like, wait, what? When did this happen?
Wait a minute. One, I know somebody, whoever, is sharing the fuck out of this live right now.
Mm-hmm.
But I will say this. It was an investigation of a little girl missing, and he was questioned.
Mm-hmm. That's what his mom said to my aunt. Like, she's not going to tell me.
So they have a close relationship with your aunt as well?
No. They seen her commenting on my live, and they seen her name. And after this live, his mom had, I guess, made a post or something. A whole bunch of people sent it to me. It was like, who's ever on my page for this miserable bitch, this miserable, delusional bitch, or so. No, she said, stay off my page. What she say? Stay off my page for this delusional, miserable bitch, or something like that. Well, I went direct to her. Mm-hmm. I wasn't going Facebook. I wasn't doing nothing else.
So, you were called delusional and miserable because of exposing, what was his name? Tyrus Adamson. Behind what happened with your daughter.
Yes.
So then you were called these names and these accusations have came out.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. I coached her. My kid's dad has done this. I got my kids taken away for this.
Have you ever had your kids taken away?
Never. Never even, no. Never, no police report, nothing regarding my kids. I take care of my kids. Mm-hmm. If I don't do nothing else, I take care of my kids. They're all I got. I'm all, you know what I'm saying? No. Never in life. I have been in front of a judge for a traffic ticket. And you know what? No. I ain't even been, no. Yes, for a traffic ticket to make a payment arrangement. Other than that, no. I don't have a criminal background. Mm. I've never had, his mom has had a VPO filed on her. It is on OSCN.net. Mm-hmm. Public record.
His mom?
His mom has had a VPO against her from someone and a minor child. I don't know, from 2007, 2010. I don't know what that is regarding. Mm-hmm. But I've never had a VPO put on me from not even man I was with. I don't, no. The stuff that they're pulling out of them, I've never in my life heard of anything like this. It's just like it doesn't even make sense at this point. Mm-hmm. Like that, it's people that know me. That's not even my character. Mm-hmm. That's not even my character. They never even heard anything like this from the people that I was with before.
Yeah,
they was posting me. They see, like, people see me, like, everybody knew that I was together with my kids' dads. Like, nobody has ever side-chatted them, hey, she did, hey, never. They never heard anything about me. Now it's, she's delusional, she's making this up, she coached her daughter to say this, and like I said, I'd rather find out you're gay or something like this and then say something about this about my child. And then go to live about it?
Yeah.
And I'm lying about it? It's crazy.
Yeah.
Live and lying is crazy. Mm-hmm. Like, that's just absurd. Like,
yeah.
The whole time you're sitting here, like I asked on that live, let's go to Steve Wilkos show. I contacted Steve Wilkos. Steve Wilkos contacted me back. They said that they will allow me on the show if he comes to the show. Mm-hmm. They contacted him. I got the text messages in my phone. They text me, hey, he hasn't reached out. I gave their mom's number. Hey, they haven't reached out. They haven't said anything back. And the only
what
reason...
if they reach out and say they want to get on the couch?
Oh, that's on them. I would prefer him, though, because at the end of the day, like, it was me and my kids. They're the only reason why my baby mama is involved, because my daughter told her.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, anything that I said on that live, it was true. It was brought to me. It was true, or I seen it.
Mm-hmm.
I seen it from my, and if it was brought to me, it was somebody that was around them for years.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Right, because your post and your live had went viral.
Yes.
Yeah.
It was viral.
People was, and the thing about being a victim and you never said anything before is when you see somebody else and you're like, oh my God, I didn't think that they was going to do it to anybody else. I knew I should have said something. And now you get that opportunity to be like, hey, you know, I never said nothing, but this person did do this to me. Mm-hmm. That's when you start hearing those stories coming out, you know, and then people start linking in together and, you know, collecting information and comparing information as well. And no family, and I talk about this under on my new episode called Swept Under. No family wants to admit that another one of their family is a Diddy. No family wants to admit when they have to uphold this image that they've been trying to uphold for years.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
You know? And it's crazy, but it's real, and it's happening, and it's happening all over for years, for centuries, and it's happening now. And, you know, regardless if it hurts, people have to be held accountable for their actions.
Absolutely.
And if the police ain't doing nothing about it, then who will?
Who will?
The hood. The hood is supposed to. That's the hood that I used to know. Like, we investigate. We do our due diligence. Mm-hmm. We make sure that our kids is protected.
Absolutely.
Village, you know, every children is in our village. It's not just about, oh, this is her child. It's our children. We're supposed to protect all of our children. And whatever we can do to help protect them, whether it's spreading awareness, letting people know, it has to be done.
It has to be done.
It has to be done.
I'm starting with me.
Mm-hmm.
If you follow, you don't.
Mm-hmm. I'm
still stepping behind my child. Jail or hell with Tyrese Adamson is all I gotta say. I'm not stopping. I'm not gonna shut up.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not gonna brush it under the rug. Like, in a sense, I can see where people say, hey, oh, it's embarrassing. Hey, don't tell. People don't tell nobody. And I can see when they say it's embarrassing. Like, I felt that in the beginning.
Wait. That's gaslighting. And the reason why I say that is because that's how the sweeping starts.
Mm-hmm. That's how the sweeping starts.
That's when you they say, oh, what? No, that's, you know what that is? That's them going like this. Mm-hmm. No, that's doing. Please don't. Come on now.
And that's what fueled it. I was gonna say something once his mugshot. You know, they got the Oklahoma jailbird. I was like gonna share his mugshot. Like, yeah, this is what, you know what I'm saying.
But you never really got that opportunity.
Once they told me that they weren't picking up charges, that's what fueled me to go live.
Mm-hmm.
Because if y'all not saying nothing, I'm going to definitely say something.
Yeah. And
I'm going to keep saying something. I have a lot of kids, and I be getting tired of kids. I just be like, okay, I need a break. But when kids come around me, they can see me just eye contact, just run up, give me a hug.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, oh, I love that. Just a random kid.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I love her. Can you stay with us? Kids love me. Mm-hmm. No matter where I go, kids love me. I get compliments on my children, on their manners, how they act.
Mm.
Kids tell their parents, I like her. I want to go over there with her. Kids like to come by. I be like, you know, Dad, I got my... It's a lot of y'all got my own kids. I would love for y'all to come, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
So, to me, I don't play with elders and I don't play with kids. I don't care if it was Anna sitting over there. If she said that somebody touched her, I don't care if Anna was purple, blue, red. I don't care what color she is. Race ain't have nothing to do with it. If she said somebody touched her,
yeah, I'm investigating.
I'm gonna scream so loud with you.
Yeah, and us as a community, we need to scream so loud with anyone in our community that's being touched inappropriately, even if it was an adult. Even if it was an adult.
Mm-hmm. And it's men as kids, they're put onto older women, and they're put on this persona of, oh, you that man, you him, you okay, baby, you are a victim. That grown woman on you, you're a child, and your parent or your brother or whoever is telling you think you like, cause you with an older woman, like what's wrong with her? Why is she messing with a little boy? And then you get older and they think, oh, okay. Or again, they was touched as a kid. Yeah. And in this sense,
his father probably touched him.
In this sense, it's come out a lot in that family that people been touched. And it was not nobody random on the street. It was somebody in the family. It was somebody close to them. I don't want her to go live. She's saying information I don't know about. In the live, I mentioned the sister, because it was brought to me, a girl that was around them for 10 years. She was touched, and the grandfather did it. Of the man that was married to her grandmother, he did it. And they told her she was lying about it. It was brought to me. I went on live. I said something about it. It was mentioned on there that the sister made a stat. It was like, I've been raped. Why, if it's true, why he's not in jail? I've been raped twice. Where is the interview or something? She said like that. And this ain't the first time she said this before about somebody doing this. So that's where that comes from as well. So I wasn't lying in my live when I said you was touched then. And you lying in this VPO that you don't know. I went live and said I said something about something you don't even know about. But you said in this status that you was touched. You was raped twice. For one, where's your mama? Where is she if you was raped twice? The live was accurate. Because for one, y'all don't want me to say anything about it. It was in the family. Y'all said it. It was said. Other people coming out in the family saying that they was touched. It was somebody in the family. Then the live come out. His dad did it to kids at 12 years old. My daughter was 12 at the time. He pushed the curtain back on her. The one he touched was 10 years old. And y'all want me to shut up about it? It's like, should you write a book about surviving the Malone family or something?
Right.
It's like, no.
Wait, that's their last name?
The Krishan Malones. Ain't that what the Malones be saying happened?
Oh, yep.
Surviving. Imagine writing a book about surviving.
No, for real.
I'm so serious. And and all of them against you. Like, no, they're not like that. No.
But you already said it live. We heard you.
And I'm saying the same thing I've been saying. My daughter's saying the same thing she's been saying. Everything they saying, there's no facts. And there's no proof.
And Bestie, it couldn't have been coached because it was brought to you first.
It was brought to her.
And you only finding out after. So it couldn't have been coached. Otherwise, it was coached before it was brought to you, unless Bestie coached.
Exactly. And I don't know him to coach, so.
She's only been around him a couple times. It was probably more than a couple, but it was like we were chilling, like we were just like, hanging. It wasn't like we was just, it wasn't, no. She didn't, no. But when she was around him, she said he didn't give that vibe. He never gave that. He never gave that. I went, and I instantly, I know how they act. They were going to instantly, if I got on that live and just said something about him, they was going to come at me like, nah, I know how the mom and the sister is. I instantly got to tell them, man, what? And just everything that they was doing, just me being with him, no, I had stopped going around his family prior to even this happening. Just because of the weird, like, just how his mom was and how his sister was. Like, yeah, like, come to the family reunion, she come outside, she slapped me on my butt. And then grabbed Tyrus from the side and said, hey, sexy. He got mad at her, like, why would you sit there and do that? He got mad at her. And then, in the same night, his brother walks in the women's restroom while I'm in there, juggles on the door, go to the other end of the women's restroom, take a whole piss in the bathroom, walks out of there like nothing ever happened. Tyrus walks in the bathroom after him and was like, what y'all, I'm like, your brother just walked in the women's bathroom and used the restroom in here. What do you mean? You're talking to the wrong person.
Yeah.
I'm fixing myself up. He instantly runs out there to go say something to him. I'm fixing my dress. We're at a family reunion. We're in a hotel in the lobby. Like, other people's there. It's a lot of people there. And he's around there confronting his brother. And his brother was like, I didn't hear what he said to his brother, but the brother said back to Tyrus, was like, I'm walking up to him, I'm fixing my dress still. He's like, you want to fight about it? And, like, I instantly just flipped. Like, yeah, let's do it, because you disrespectful. Who walks in the women's restroom and take a piss and juggles on the door? And his mom just sitting there, like, not saying, why would you go in the women's bathroom? She's just sitting there.
She never held him accountable.
She never. Even their cousin. She has an older cousin that she hung around with. And she said, that's what's wrong with mothers these days. They don't hold their sons accountable for the messed up stuff that they do. Mm-hmm. She's talking to her. She said it. She said it to me and Tyrus. She was talking about his mom. Not holding, because one of her sons keeps going to jail for assault. He keeps going to jail. Keeps going to jail. Used her gun to do it. And he's not even supposed to have a gun. He had just got out of jail. She's hiding him out from the police. Not once, but twice. He came back from Atlanta the last time. He's been in jail ever since. Wow. It's, They spread, it's so much stuff that they've done and said since this has happened. And it's all because your brother is a pedophile. Like, I was laying with him. Like, how do you think I feel? Like, right. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just, who even wants that? I'd rather find out, I would rather you walked in on you with a man or something like that, not my child.
Yeah.
I don't play with children. I don't play about kids.
Yeah.
Like, it just opened a whole new door for me, this happening to my baby. Like, it just made me I always put myself in my kids' shoes. Mm-hmm. And I always treat my kids and say, I'm not going to treat my kids how, like, I was raised, like I was growing up. I want to do better. So what made me messed up, I want to change that and be a better mom for them. Mm-hmm. So I'm protecting my kids by all means. I'm screaming for my child. I'm not sweeping that under the rug. I'm not telling my baby, what did you do for him to do that to you? You're lying. Right. Don't tell anybody. Like, absolutely not. I'm not. And then on top of that, the police didn't do anything. And you want me to be quiet? That's insane.
Right.
That's insane. Absolutely not. I'm not doing that. And it's like, you think about these kids and you just never know, they going to these schools and kids bullying them and stuff like that. You don't know what they're going through at home, and that's that one little trigger. You just triggered their last little piece that they had to be at school, and you're just here bullying them, and they're at home going through a nightmare. Yeah. Like, you don't know what these kids are going through. You don't tell a 10-year-old or any kid they're lying, they're making that up, what did you do? That's some sick stuff. That's sick. Don't ask that child, what did you do for him to do that? That's something sick for a child, for somebody to touch a child. It's so many women. I mean, you could have went and got a fresh 18-year-old. Yeah. I mean, you know what I'm saying? I mean, at least be legal with it. If you want somebody young and you're that old, at least be legal with it. Not a 10-year-old child. Right. Not a 5-year-old child, a 4-year-old child.
A 6-month-old baby.
Not a little, no, men too. No, that's not cool. And that's why people don't speak up, because when they do speak up, it's this behind it. They're lying. What? No, and it's a blind eye to it until it's too late. Yeah. And then that missing or something severe is being shared, because for one, the police didn't do something about it. He just walks. And this is not the first time that this has happened before with no evidence. Well, and y'all didn't say anything. Wow. But back in the day, or if it was anybody, they would have been arrested that night. Immediately. And this is a child. It's not a grown person. They was in the alley walking home and somebody. No, this was a child. She was at home.
If y'all just now tuning in, it's the Couch Chronicles, where it ain't no fucking limits. We wrapping things up, but y'all, I guess it got a little too juicy for some people. I definitely appreciate you for being on the couch and sharing. You are more than welcome to come back anytime.
Absolutely.
I definitely want to update and I want to know everything that happens with this. Oh. If it becomes a case, if I can help you get advocates, whatever I can do to help you, just let me know.
Absolutely. I'm not stopping. I don't care what the process is. I don't care what the process is.
Or how long it takes.
Or how long it takes.
Fight for your baby.
I'm going to continue to fight. I don't care if it's, and when it comes out and when it's all settled, I don't want, if you pick that side or you just, you know what I'm saying, or you just, a blind eye to it, I don't want any apology. Stay right there. I just pray that if that happened to your child, that you speak up for your child. You believe your child. And don't brush that under the rug. That's all I ask. Don't come. I don't care. It happened. It's life. At first I can see when people say the embarrassing thing, like at the first it was like, nah, like I gotta say something. It is what it is. I didn't do anything. I handle my business. I'm a good mom. I did what I needed to do. I didn't know. I'm speaking up. It's not embarrassing. They should be embarrassed. That's embarrassing. On your name. That's not embarrassing. That's crushing is what that is on my end. On that's embarrassing for you. I'm speaking up. Yeah. I'm speaking up.
Period.
I'm speaking up.
Period. Shout out to all my couch potatoes that was tuned in. I can't believe how y'all got my live acting right now. But I'll be live back tomorrow. I'll make sure that I post earlier's episode and tonight's episode as soon as I can. It's going to be done. If it makes it right after midnight, it'll be up there. Make sure you go back and rewatch it. I love y'all. It's the Couch Chronicles, where it ain't no fucking limits. Have a good night. And again, thank you so much for being on the couch.
Thank you so much
for sharing.
Thank you.
My heart goes out to your daughter. Both of your daughters. Yeah. For real.
Absolutely.
That's something tough to deal with. So, and anyone that's out there sweeping anything under the rug, y'all don't be afraid to. Y'all talking about y'all want to break generational curses? It starts there by getting that rug that you swept everything under and lift it up and just start exposing shit.
Hello.
It's the Couch Chronicles, where there ain't no fucking limits. I love y'all. Have a good night.